What if I told you that the average American family is just 72 hours away from complete chaos when disaster strikes? While everyone's fighting over toilet paper and bread, smart preppers are quietly stockpiling these 20 dirt-cheap items that could save their lives and become more valuable than gold. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to reveal the exact items you can buy for under $5 each that will keep your family fed, safe, and comfortable when everything falls apart. Plus, I'll show you which ones become the most sought-after bartering currency when money becomes worthless. Welcome to Food Fixer, where we help you become self-sufficient and prepared for anything life throws your way. If you want to protect family without breaking the bank, smash that like button and subscribe for more life-saving tips that could literally mean the difference between thriving and barely surviving. Let's start with the absolute essentials that form the foundation of any smart stockpile. Rice is hands down the cheapest calories you can buy. A 50-pound bag costs around $30 and provides over 75,000 calories. That's enough to feed one person for over a month. Rice stores for decades when kept dry and pest-free. And it's filling, versatile, and familiar to everyone. You can buy it in bulk at warehouse stores or directly from agricultural suppliers. Dried beans and lentils are your protein powerhouse. Black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans, and lentils are all under $2 per pound and provide complete proteins when combined with rice. They store just as long as rice and are incredibly nutrient-dense. A 25-pound bag of mixed beans gives you months of protein for less than $40. Salt is liquid gold in a crisis. Not only is it essential for your body's function, but it's also a natural preservative that can extend the life of meat and vegetables indefinitely. Want several types. Tab use. La salt for cooking, canning salt for food preservation, and rock salt for ice melting and other uses. A 50-pound bag of rock salt costs under $5 and could be worth its weight in gold during a harsh winter. Honey never expires, ever. Archaeologists have found 3,000-year-old honey that's still perfectly edible. It's a natural antibiotic, wound treatment, and energy source. A large jar costs around $15 and provides months of natural medicine and sweetener. When sugar becomes scarce, honey becomes incredibly valuable for trade. Water is life, but clean water is survival. Water purification tablets cost pennies each, but can make contaminated water safe to drink. A bottle of 50 tablets costs under $10 and can purify 50 gallons of water. These tablets are lightweight, never expire, and work on any water source. Unscented bleach is a miracle worker. Just a few drops can purify a gallon of water, and a $2 bottle can treat thousands of gallons. It also disinfects surfaces, sanitizes food preparation areas, and can be used for emergency wound care. Make sure it's unscented and without additives. Don't overlook simple water storage containers. 5-gallon food-grade buckets with tight lids cost under $5 each, can store water safely for years. Stack them in your basement or garage, and you'll have clean water when the taps run dry. Coffee filters aren't just for coffee. They're excellent pre-filters for removing sediment from questionable water before chemical treatment. They can also be used as emergency bandages, food wrapping, or even toilet paper in desperate times. A pack of 200 costs $3. Mason jars and lids are the backbone of food preservation. You can store dried goods, preserve fresh foods, and even use them for sprouting seeds when fresh vegetables are unavailable. A dozen jars with lids costs under $15 and can preserve hundreds of dollars worth of food. Vacuum seal bags let you portion and preserve foods in smaller quantities. They prevent freezer burn, keep pests out, and maximize storage space. A roll costs $10 and can preserve months of food that would otherwise spoil. Heavy-duty aluminum foil has hundreds of uses beyond cooking. It can reflect heat, create emergency signaling devices, repair equipment, or even be shaped into basic tools. The heavy-duty stuff costs $4 per roll and is worth every penny for its versatility. Now let's talk about the practical tools that solve multiple problems and keep you comfortable when systems fail. Lighters are cheap insurance policies. Buy them by the dozen when they're on sale for under $1 each. They provide instant fire for cooking, warmth, and signaling. Even if you don't smoke, they're incredibly valuable for trade. Long-burning candles provide light and heat for hours. Votive candles burn for 15 hours each and cost 50 cents. A case of 100 candles costs $50 and provides 1,500 hours of light. That's over 2 months of nighttime illumination. Waterproof matches are essential backup to lighters. A box of 50 costs $3 and works even when wet. Store them in multiple locations throughout your stockpile. Batteries power essential devices like flashlights, radios, and emergency equipment. AA and HAA batteries are the most versatile. Buy them in bulk during sales for under $1 per battery. They store for years and become incredibly valuable when the power goes out. Duct tape is the ultimate problem solver. It can repair equipment, seal containers, create emergency shelters, and even provide first aid. A high-quality roll costs $5 and can literally hold your world together. Buy several rolls because you'll use more than you think. Plastic sheeting and tarps create instant shelter, collect rainwater, or protect supplies from moisture. A 20x20 tarp costs $15 and can be configured into dozens of useful applications. Clear plastic sheeting can create greenhouse effects to extend growing seasons. Rope and cordage secure loads, create shelters, and provide mechanical advantage for moving heavy objects. Paracord is incredibly strong, and each strand contains inner fibers that can be used separately. A 100-foot hank costs $10 and has thousands of uses. Heavy-duty garbage bags aren't just for trash. They can collect and transport water, create emergency rain gear, insulate windows, or even be fashioned into emergency clothing. The contractor-grade bags cost $15 for 50 and are worth their weight in silver. Bar soap lasts forever and is essential for hygiene and disease prevention. Ivory soap floats, making it great for washing in streams. A case of 20 bars costs $15 and provides months of cleaning. When commercial soap disappears, homemade bars become incredibly valuable. I don't need to explain why toilet paper is essential. The average person uses one roll per week. A 24-pack costs $15 and represents 6 months of comfort. During shortages, toilet paper becomes worth more than cash. Here's where things get really interesting. These final items aren't just survival supplies, they become currency when traditional money loses its value. Coffee and tea are addictive substances that people will trade almost anything for when they can't get their fix. Instant coffee stores forever and costs $5 per jar. During rationing, a single cup of coffee is worth a day's wages. Small bottles of alcohol serve multiple purposes. They're antiseptic, pain relief, trade goods, and ammo. Rayleigh boosters. Miniature bottles cost $2 each and are perfect trading portions. People will trade essential supplies for alcohol when they're stressed and desperate. Even if you don't smoke, cigarettes are incredibly valuable for trade. They never lose their value, they're compact, and they're highly addictive. A carton costs $50 and contains 200 individual trading units. During World War II, cigarettes were often more valuable than money. Understanding why these items become so valuable is crucial to building a strategic stockpile. During crisis, people's priorities shift from wants to desperate needs. The items I've shown you address the most basic human requirements: calories, clean water, warmth, light, and comfort. When these basics become scarce, their value skyrockets exponentially. The key to successful bartering is understanding psychological value versus practical value. A cigarette has minimal practical value, but enormous psychological value to a smoker. A cup of coffee provides minimal nutrition, but massive psychological comfort. These comfort items become disproportionately valuable because they provide emotional relief during stressful times. Storage is critical for maintaining barter value. Everything must stay dry, pest-free, and properly sealed. Rotate your stock using the first-in, first-out method. Use what you store and store what you use. This keeps everything fresh and ensures you know how to use your supplies. Calculate roughly 1 week's supply per person for immediate needs, then multiply by the number of months you want to prepare for. For a family of 4 preparing for 6 months, that's 24 person-weeks of supplies. Start with 1 month's worth, then gradually expand your stockpile. Where you buy these items matters. Warehouse stores offer the best bulk prices for basics like rice and beans. Dollar stores are excellent for small items like lighters and batteries. Agricultural suppliers sell bulk grains at wholesale prices. End-of-season sales at hardware stores provide cheap tarps and tools. Building an emergency fund through smart stockpiling means buying items at regular low prices that could become worth 10 to 100 times their original value during shortages. You're not just preparing for emergencies. You're creating a hedge against inflation and economic instability. The most important mindset shift is thinking like a strategic stockpiler rather than a consumer. Consumers buy what they need when they need it. Strategic stockpilers buy what they'll need before they need it, at prices they control. When everyone else is panic buying at inflated prices, you're already prepared. Start today with just one item from this. List. Next week, add another. Within 6 months, you'll have a comprehensive stockpile that provides security, peace of mind, and potentially significant financial return on investment. Your family will thank you, and you'll sleep better knowing you're prepared for whatever comes next. If this video opened your eyes to the power of strategic stockpiling, hit that like button and subscribe to Food Fixer. We're building a community of prepared, self-sufficient people who refuse to be victims of circumstance. Ring that notification bell because your family's security might depend on the information in our next video.